T-R-U-F. Truth.
He's the mirage in the rear view glass.
It's Ray from Dallas.
Was he here? Was he there? Was he ever mine?
Ray from Dallas?
Just a trick played by time.
This dude is savage as fuck.
Or just a dream?
What up, Ray from Dallas?
Ray from Dallas, tell me true.
He's fun.
Hi, Ray.
This appears to be a black man.
Ray from Dallas.
Let's take this walk.
Is he real or just a dream? Falling stars or a laser beam? Ray from Dallas, tell me true. Are you the myth or the man I knew?
This dude is
Savage as fuck.
You're a daisy if you do. You're a daisy if you do. Bet I ain't got shit to prove. Boo does go tooth, Lil Bruce, smile sharp enough to choose. Bang, bang, right through your cool. Walking like a rumor with a pulse. Lip curl sweeter than your cold. My eyes say try me and you freeze like salt. Got your huggle, got your huggle. You wanted that smoke, I'm the whole damn stack. Got your huggle, got your huggle. Step up, I'll clear the room. You're a daisy if you do, you're a daisy if you do. All aces in my hand, better back. Tongue sharp like a tag, hit a click, clack. You wanted that heat, now it's time to meet the sun. No shade, just black. Walk slow, silver in my lap. Halo, crooked heart attack. Say your piece, talk that trash. I turn every word to glass. Cut deep. Got your huggle, got your huggle. You wanted that smoke, I'm the whole damn stack. Got your huggle, got your huggle. Step up, I clear the room. Smile sharp enough to do. You're a daisy if you do. You're a daisy if you do. You're a daisy if you do.
I'm the champion, feel the I'm the champion, feel the rush, the crowd goes wild.
Obviously, obviously, yeah, obviously. Obviously, yeah, obviously. Tell them, obviously. I know these niggas don't want me to win, but I'm sorry, G. I know they thought I wouldn't come back and pose on them hoes, but nigga, it's time to eat. I got a vendetta. Any one of you niggas, I been better. Got them gritting they teeth without gritting at them. Took a second away from the table, it's time to feast. Heard they was mumbling, talking up under their breath. That nigga a hoe, he soft. That nigga lame. That nigga bitch, he puss. I stood on business, that's law. I had them running that boots and tucking they tail and scared to put me on a song. I had them cuffing they bitch and thinking I hit. Shit, boy, what you on? Couple years off, and I'm back in this motherfucker, nigga. Do somebody, then fuck your recognition. You don't like I'm spitting, nigga, better shoot somebody. The game and full of clowns, I don't believe you sucker niggas. Better leave me be okay. Niggas better watch they speech, okay. You better than me, no way, Jose. I could be cutthroat and I'm all out, but I let them get paid for a minute. Let them look gang for a minute, but really they hate cause I never look lame for an image. Never be fake, I'm a realist, I'm solid. I went out and got it, I promise I'm with it. Want me to switch up and get soft on so you can make it, I promise I get it. I know some secrets I never tell, but most of you rap niggas got bitch ways. Put the tail on you, get jammed down, couldn't sit down 5-6 days. Put him and him in a crossway, but a gang member on display. That's the same nigga with an AK on the block yelling out gunplay. That's the same nigga with a trap house and he been through it so he no pain. Look in the face of a realer. Laws come questioning me, I don't know names. Bitch, I really come from the trenches. Kathleen crashed out like road rage. Bitch, I snapped that and got life in the pen cause most of you niggas got hoe ways. Man. See, most of these niggas got hoe way. A lot of these niggas be out here faking and fucking on these motherfucking tracks, talking that gangster shit. You too young to be done been through something, young nigga. You too young to be done been through something, nigga. Don't tell me about what you done been through, nigga. You ain't never stood over nothing. Nigga, you don't have nightmares at night, nigga. This shit sound good on the track. Now you got the other niggas out here crashing out because they think you been through it and you they favorite rapper. Sit down somewhere, nigga. That shit lame as fuck, boy. You niggas really done piss me off. See, I see you nigga really done piss me off. See, I won't fuck with none of you pussy ass rap niggas. Fuck you niggas. You niggas see me all the time, nigga. Hit me in my mouth, nigga. Pussy nigga.
Shout out to everybody on here from the 214 to across the states to across the pond. Salute. Man, I appreciate everybody on here, and I want to let y'all know I'm very gracious, humble, and I love y'all to death for rocking with me, and I mean that with everything in me and them, right? Because if it wasn't for y'all support, right, I won't be able to show up and show out like I do. And y'all the reason for the season why I show up and show out every day. And I love y'all for that. So let me turn it for y'all real quick. Man, I love y'all to death. And I want y'all to always know that, right? Because y'all the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, right? Okay, so, even though we started a different case last night with Megan Sundwall, right? I want to keep it fresh like Nona. Shout out to Nona, Magadog, Pretty Kooky, Ocean, love y'all to death, right? And we're going to talk about her. Failed by the police. The truth behind Fitzsimmons and Noonen. Oh, my. Been so caught up in other cases, with the GOAT, Corey Richards, just a lot of other stuff that was going on. Yeah, I heard about it. You've been watching it because everybody been talking about like the OG, stay on it. But I finally had a chance, to break it down myself. And not just that, talking with a person, showed me why this is crazy, because as we can see, Kelsey Fitzsimmons opts for bench trial, judge only. I want to know, did her ex-partner Noonen, PSTD, was he mentally there, right? And before we get this started, everybody, please, because this will help me, I need y'all to hit that like, share, and subscribe if y'all have any other social media platform, because that helps out tremendously, and I'm very much appreciative if y'all can do that. Look, I want everybody to really lock in for a minute about this Kelsey Fitzsimmons, all right? Because this situation with Fitzsimmons and Noonen is not just another case you scroll past, right? This is one of those moments where you have to stop and actually think about what people went through, not just what happened on paper, right? Not just what happened on paper. I'll definitely be there, Ocean. We're talking about two individuals, right, who didn't just hear about some tragic, they were there. They witnessed a situation involving a mother, not Kelsey, and her child that ended in a unimaginable. I'm not talking about Kelsey Fitzsimmons and her trial. I'm talking about what happened to them. And can y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me? Okay. Go out and come back in, Ocean. Please, I'm sorry that you're having problems, right? Let's continue. I'm not going to dress that up or make it sound lighter than it is because moments like that stick with you forever. Not a day, not a week. That's the kind of thing that can replay in your head for the rest of your life. Now, here's why I need everybody here to really understand something, right? When people go through trauma like that, their brain doesn't just move on. That's not how it works. Your mind goes into survival mode. Some people freeze, some people panic, some people disconnect completely. And a lot of times, they don't even realize how much it's affecting them until it's too late. So when you hear about Fitzsimmons and Noonan, after that moment, you can look at their actions the same way you would look at someone who never experienced something like that. Because mentally, emotionally, that's not operating from a normal place anymore. And that's the part people skip over, right? Because you see it. Everybody want to analyze decisions. Everybody want to judge reaction. But nobody want to ask the real questions first. What did that moment do to them when they seen that homicide, suicidal, when they were partners? What did that moment mean to them? Because imagine seeing something that intense, something that final, something that's disturbing, and then being expected to go right back into everyday life like nothing never happened. Go back to work, have conversations, make decisions, and think clearly, ladies and gentlemen. That's not realistic. And I think a lot of people underestimate how powerful trauma really is. This isn't just they saw something sad. This is the type of event that can trigger anxiety, fear responses, sleepless nights, flashbacks, and real psychological impacts. So when we talk about Noonan, we talk about Fitzsimmons, we're not just talking about two people in a situation. We're talking about two people who may have been mentally shaken at their core. And if you don't understand that part, then you're missing the entire picture. Because this isn't just about what happened that day, it's about what followed. It's about how trauma carries over into decisions, behavior, and reaction. It raises a bigger question for all of us and all of y'all who listening. Are we too quick to judge people without fully understanding what they've been through? Because it's easy to sit on the outside and say, I would have done this differently. But you weren't there. You didn't see what they saw. You didn't feel what they felt. And you're not carrying what they're carrying, and that really matters. So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this situation should make everybody pause. Not to just look at the facts, but to look at the human side of it. Because trauma isn't always visible, but it is always real. And in cases like this, it might explain more than people are willing to admit. And I want to thank all y'all, right, for rocking with me tonight, right? Because Noonan, let me show y'all Noonan. Let me show y'all Noonan real quick. This is Officer Noonan, Kelsey Fitzsimmons, right? And when I think about this, right, And I'm not talking about him and Kelsey and him shooting Kelsey. We'll get to that. I'm talking about what happened months before that. Right? They witnessed a mama, right? Murder her baby and then commit suicide. They witnessed that. And that's what we should be talking about. So shout out to Pretty Kooky, right? Let's take this walk. I want y'all to put yourself in Noonen and Kelsey shoes. 9-month-old baby, the mom stabbed to death, then killed herself. I want y'all to put yourself in Noonen and Kelsey shoes. But let's talk about Noonen, right? Because y'all seen, was they failed by the police, the government? Right? Were they? Because in my mind, I feel like they was. I feel like they really was. Because these are partners, ex-partners, right? Ex-partners. And they both took a leave of absence after that. But Noonan came back quick. I think it was like 2 weeks. I think Kelsey came back a little later, right? What was they ready? What was the type of protocol when officers see that? Did the police, the detectives, the state, the government, them who they do their job to make sure that they were equipped to come back to work? And then do they think about Kelsey? They think about her PSTD. Do they think about how she had postpartum after she had her baby? Did they take that all into effect? Because that's something that really happens to women. They really have postpartum. Not only did she have postpartum, she got to have PSTD from seeing it happen. So I want y'all to think about when Noonan shot her, where he say, like they say she raised the gun and he shot her. I want y'all to think about that. It's his partner. This dude was in fear. He was scared shitless. I want y'all to understand me on that. He was scared shitless. Especially after him seeing what that mother did to that baby. And now Kelsey has her baby with her. He was scared shitless. He was in fear. Right? So I blame the police station. Right? I truly do. I blame them. And they are the reason, why this situation occurred like that. Because why would you send her ex-partner to her house under the circumstance that you know both of them done went through. Why? The audacity, the nerve, right? Thinking about that. Thinking about how they actually sent her ex-partner, who had just witnessed that mom stabbing a baby to death, then offing herself. Then they sent him, Officer Noonen, right? They sent him over there, right? So, did they take that into consideration? What's up with Massachusetts? What's up with y'all? I mean, you arrive to the scene and you see different homicides that's done already happened. But when you're witnessing that face to face, and you see a mother do that, then you see her do that to herself, that changes you forever. Noonan wasn't right, and Kelsey wasn't either. And there was no regard to Kelsey. None. Not a Titi, Nathaniel. Massachusetts Police Department and government, what's popping? What's popping? Then after all of that, she get charged. She get sent to jail, right? She get her baby took away from her. Massachusetts, what is this? The GOAT was speaking on it the other night, right? Like, I think he was speaking on this, but I think so, but I'm going to speak on it too. I'm going to speak on this because I think he was speaking on this, where he said how important it is for a mother to be there with that baby, that fresh baby. Not being able to see that baby. And that guy, fucking firefighter, right? And I'm being honest with y'all, I seen a little bit of the OG show today, and I know that he played the Broken Baker. And I seen some of the Ghost show last night, but I didn't see none of the Broken Baker were and I want to do that, and I'm gonna do that. But I think I want to do that in the morning, right? Or we may do it tonight. Just depends on how we coming, right? But Noonan wasn't right, and people ain't looking at that shit. This is a fucked up situation. I apologize, y'all. This is fucked up. I mean, what is we doing? What are we doing, Massachusetts? Then you charge her, right? Charge her. They tell us, I see them tell a jury, use your common sense, right? Go off the facts of the evidence. Did these mothers shut your mouths, use their common sense, and go off the facts of the evidence and everything that Kelsey and Noonan had been through? That man was in fear. Could you imagine seeing something like that almost a year ago? Then it's like deja vu. Right? For sure. Mo, for sure. Could you imagine? Right? And then the way that she was treated by that fucking judge after the fact, right? When she shot, was in the hospital 53 days. Probation officer's okay with it, right? Of her taking, blowing whatever she got to do like that. And the judge didn't give two shits. Oh my. Now, before we get started, I want to get to, let me see what I got right here. It's the guy, the former North Andover firefighter. I guess he spoke out, but really didn't want to be on camera or get it recorded. So let me just give you a little brief of that.
Of Kelsey Fitzsimmons, the North Andover police officer who was shot by a fellow officer. Fitzsimmons contends her fiance broke into her house days later to steal evidence in their ongoing child custody case. NBC 10's Robert Golston brings us the exclusive one-on-one.
Kelsey Fitzsimmons' estranged fiancé, Justin Alayan, sat down with NBC 10 Boston to share his side of the story. He did not want the interview recorded. He admits this is him with three others, forcing the door open to the home where he lived with Fitzsimmons until they're falling out. Alayan and his attorney shared documents they say prove he still lived there, and he told us, "I had every legal right to get into my own home, to get my belongings, and more importantly, my son's belongings."
He has no rights to that house whatsoever.
Fitzsimmons' attorney Tim Bradel says when Alayan requested the restraining orders days earlier, he signed an affidavit that said he no longer lived there and lied to the officer when he asked for an escort.
He says that he still lives there. Completely contradicts what he already swore to the probate court judge, family court judge, to get the restraining order.
Bradel argued Alayan is not being charged because the DA needs him to testify against Fitzsimmons in the criminal case. He is on the witness list for Fitzsimmons' criminal case, but not a key witness.
He might be a background witness. He heard the shots, but as far as what happened in the bedroom, he has no idea.
Alayan told us he did not touch any of Fitzsimmons' stuff on the day in question, and he said he even called police when the alarm went off. He also told her father that day, "I tried to do everything to help your daughter." Fitzsimmons' criminal case will be back in court on Thursday with the trial scheduled to start on March 23rd. In Lexington, Robert Goulston, NBC 10 Boston.
Oh my, was you really? He told her father that. Was you really trying to do everything to save his daughter? You lied. He said she wasn't there no more, right? Lied. Oh my. And I do want to hear that call that you're talking about. I really do. Like, this is disappointing to me. You on my Twitter? I got X. Ocean, you on X? It's bothering to me, and me doing research, I heard this happen because, she wanted to take her baby to New Hampshire with her family for like 4th of July, and he didn't want that. He moved out. He made sure I didn't see my baby in 2 weeks, or whoop-de-whoop like that. Crazy work. Crazy work. Crazy work. And it's disappointing to me. And this is really fucked up because she shouldn't even be going through this. These judges and these police officers and everybody tell the jury, go off facts and evidence and use your common sense. What is they doing? Did they use their common sense? Did they know what Kelsey had been through months before, and how she had postpartum disease, and how what Noonen, both of them witnessed, and how he was in fear, and how his next decision could have been his best decision. He reacted. Oh my. It's sad. It's sad not only for Kelsey, right, but it's sad for the baby. Look at this beautiful woman. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? I say it in a respectful way. Is it a crime to be beautiful? Right? Do they look at women different if they beautiful? She is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. And that dog is beautiful too. I mean, stunningly gorgeous. And like I stated, I'm bothered by this because I'm looking at the police and why did you send Noonan over there? Why did you send him over there? In that situation? Why did you do that? Why did y'all do that? Because that was bad. That was a terrible decision. Terrible. 1 second, my people. I mean, terrible decision. I got these already down low. Let me go to them. I appreciate everybody who rocking with me right now. Y'all know, like, I'm on it. I'm trying to understand this shit right here because it is a disservice. What was done to Kelsey? It was a fucking disgrace what was done to her. And these motherfuckers need to be held accountable. And what's the first? It's this one. It's the origin of it. Give me 1 second, y'all. Just let them know. Y'all give me 1 second. Come on, don't be blundering on me and shit. Okay. Oh, come on. Don't do that. What the fuck did it do? The fuck did it do that? Oh, okay, I'm still here regardless. Hopefully we can. Oh, come on. Okay. At the stage. Hopefully, my people. Hopefully. Do this. One second, y'all. 1 second. 1 second. Emma Rose, what's up, baby? There we go. Postpartum depression. It's a reason there was a disturbance, right? Because women go through that. Put some respect on these women named who go through that, right? They act like that's something that's new. No, they've been around for centuries, thousands of years, man. Put some respect on these women names, right? Having to carry that baby in their stomach for 9 months, right? Or however many months, right? Them emotions, them feelings. And they always tell you that it's a possibility. How can they disregard this shit? Plus, her and Noonan seeing that tragedy of that mom stab her child to death, then commit suicide. Man, what is this? Okay, so after having postpartum and all of this, they take her baby too. Oh, ruthless bastards. Ruthless bastards, bro. Massachusetts. The fuck? And her? Yeah, ruthless bastards. So you can hear me, Ocean? Y'all can't hear me? Okay, 1 second. Is that better, Mo? Ruthless bastards, boy. Mm. Oh, but you can hear the video, though. Oh, my. Can you hear Ocean the video? Let me know if you can hear it, Ocean, and anybody else. And before I keep going. I wonder why you can't hear his shit. I got that shit turned up. Let me see some. 1 second, let me try some. Oh, y'all just heard me. Why the fuck y'all can't hear this shit? All right, so look. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so y'all just heard me. I apologize. Okay. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm sorry as shit. Man, I'll be fucking up. I'll be fucking up. 1 second, 1 second. I apologize, my people. I don't know what the fuck, man. This shit don't work now, man. We just gonna have to figure out some other shit. Fuck that shit wasn't playing, man. Shit pissing me the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, y'all. Mm.
Kelsey started an internship with the Methuen Police Department of Intoxicated and Disruptive. In 2020, Kelsey graduated from Fisher College with a bachelor's degree here and decided to focus on a career in law enforcement. In September 2021, Kelsey took a job as a correctional officer with the Essex County Sheriff's Department. In June 2023, Kelsey paid $485,000 for a 1,200 square foot house at 125 Phillipsbrook Road in North Andover, Massachusetts. In September of that same year, Kelsey became romantically involved with a firefighter named Justin Allian. In March 2024, Justin moved into Kelsey's house. 2 months later, Kelsey started work as a police officer with the North Andover Police Department. In October 2024, Kelsey and Justin announced their engagement. They planned on getting married in about 1 year. By this point, Kelsey was pregnant with Justin's child. Kelsey had a son named Caden on February 16, 2025. On March 9 of that year, Kelsey allegedly became aggressive, damaged walls, and broke picture frames. The police responded to her home after receiving a call reporting a female having a mental health episode. She was taken to a hospital and placed on a mental health hold. While there, Kelsey was diagnosed with postpartum depression. On March 13, 2025, 4 days later, the North Andover Police Department permit, presumably due to her mental health concerns. She filed an appeal. Her permit was reinstated on June 18, 2025, and she was scheduled to return to work as a police officer on July 1 of that year. Now moving to the timeline of the alleged crime. On June 28, 2025, Kelsey Fitzsimmons and her fiancé Justin Allian attended a bachelorette party with friends in Bethel, Maine. Justin claimed that Kelsey became intoxicated and violent, striking him multiple times and making threatening statements concerning their son Caden. 2 days later, on June 30, 2025, Justin filed for an abuse prevention order, which is referred to as a 209A restraining order. This was obtained ex parte, meaning Justin was the only party involved. Kelsey was not given an opportunity to tell her side of the story. Justin warned the police that when they served the order, Kelsey would try to kill their son Caden, any officers involved, and bring an end to her own life. So he predicted that she would not respond in a pro-social manner. The restraining order was issued at 4:31 p.m. This order had severe implications for Kelsey. Her infant son, Caden, would be taken away and go to Justin. She would not be allowed to possess a firearm and could not serve as a police officer because that job requires having a gun. At 6:02 p.m., 3 police officers arrived at Kelsey's house to serve her with the restraining order. They explained to her that Justin would be arriving soon to pick up Caden. Kelsey retrieved bottles and diapers on the first floor. One police officer, Patrick Noonen, then escorted her to the second floor. This was so Kelsey could retrieve clothing. At 6:17 p.m., Justin arrived at Kelsey's house to pick up Caden. Patrick said that 2 minutes later, at 6:19 p.m., he was standing in the doorway of Kelsey's bedroom as she was folding laundry from a kneeling position. Suddenly, Kelsey lunged behind a door and produced a firearm. She pointed the weapon at Patrick and pulled the trigger, but the weapon did not discharge. At this point, Kelsey stood up and pulled the slide back. She was trying to manually cycle the weapon to chamber around. Patrick to drop the gun. He charged his 9mm pistol twice, striking Kelsey in the chest with the second round. Kelsey was airlifted to a hospital and survived her injuries. She spent 53 days there. Initially, she was arrested and charged with 1 count of armed assault with intent to murder and 2 counts of assault by means of a dangerous weapon. Kelsey denied that she tried to kill Patrick Noonen. She admitted that she retrieved a pistol, but claimed that she placed the gun to her own head. She never pointed the weapon at the officer. On August 25, 2025, a grand jury only indicted Kelsey on a single count of assault by means of a dangerous weapon. They declined to indict her on the other 2 charges. Kelsey was released on personal recognizance 3 days later. Her trial is scheduled to start on March 23, 2026. Now moving to my analysis. Kelsey Fitzsimmons maintains her innocence, and she has a massive number of supporters. Many of these people are the same ones who vigorously maintain that Karen Reed was framed by corrupt police officers. Ultimately, Karen was acquitted on charges that she murdered her boyfriend with a Lexus SUV. I have 3 videos on the Karen Reed case. The state, of course, disagrees, but they believe that she attempted to shoot a police officer who was lawfully serving a restraining. This brings me to the question, is Kelsey guilty of assault by means of a dangerous weapon? Let's take a look at the evidence both for and against the idea that she is guilty, starting with the inculpatory factors. It appeared as though Kelsey may have struggled with regulating her intake of alcohol. Justin accused her of drinking, and a childhood friend said that Kelsey had mental health, aggression, and alcohol concerns dating back to high school. Justin obtained a restraining order against Kelsey. The order was obtained ex parte, but Justin wasn't the only witness to Kelsey's alleged disturbing behavior at the party in Maine. When the police tried to serve the restraining order, Kelsey allegedly retrieved a pistol, pointed the weapon at a police officer, and pulled the trigger. After the weapon failed to fire, of shooting the officer, Kelsey was shot in the chest before she had an opportunity. The story is not in dispute. One could argue that regardless of why Kelsey retrieved the weapon, the police officer was justified in fearing for his life for assault. Moving to the ex-culprit, who was a
Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm sorry. Y'all can't hear the video. Damn. Oh, my God. So it look like we're going to have these. Y'all can just hear me. Y'all can hear the video at all. What the fuck? Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Mm-mm. Well, I apologize, y'all. I don't want to do this. You can hear the video? I don't want to do this no disjustice. Just chop it. I don't know fucking why. But you know what? I love y'all to death. And I'm finna get this fixed. I'll see y'all soon tomorrow. I apologize. TRUF. Truth.
He's the mirage in the rear view glass.
It's Ray from Dallas.
Let slip past. Was he here? Was he there? Was he ever mine?
Ray from Dallas?
Just a trick played by time.
This dude is savage as fuck.
Or just a dream?
What up, Ray from Dallas?
Beam. Ray from Dallas. Tell me true.
He's fine.
Hi, Ray.
This appears to be a black man.
Ray from Dallas.
Let's take this walk.
Is he real or just a dream? Falling stars or a laser beam? Ray from Dallas, tell me true. Are you the myth or the man I knew?
This dude is
savage as fuck.